White, the host of Simply Fit, and I'm very, very happy that you guys are going to be here. I am trying out a whole bunch of new stuff with you guys, and some of the stuff I'm going to be testing out prior to showing you, and then some of them I'm just going to be doing it right with you. The reason being is because I'm a real person. I want you to know that doing this is simple, easy. You're a real person, but sometimes you can feel like when someone tells you to start meal prepping or cooking your own meals, taking out the instant gratification, it's going to be challenging. The Bible even tells you to choose life over death. And death, in my opinion, in reference to health and wellness, is constantly keep eating out. You don't know what they're cooking your food in, and their food is bad. I've eaten it just like you've eaten it. But the point here is we need to do a reset. So those things are good, but they need to be every now and again. You need to start doing your own cooking. It's not hard. It seems hard because you've gotten out of the habit of doing it. So with that being said, I'm going to show you how to do spatchcocking on the chicken. You can do it on the chicken and you can do it on your turkey. It doesn't take long. The thing to get really good seasoning is to let it set in your refrigerator for 2 hours or overnight. Depending on like how quick you need to eat, 2 hours is good enough. But the longer you let the seasoning marinate on the chicken or your turkey, the better it'll taste, and it'll give you more of a crispness if you want that. I just like to make sure everything is cooked where I get a little, not, and ironically, this doesn't dry it out. A lot of times when you're baking it, because we're going to bake it, but when you bake it whole, sometimes it doesn't get cooked all the way, or it's dry. So spatchcocking allows you to have a moist, tender chicken or a turkey. So you take the same process and do for your holiday meals. Now, I'm doing a reset with you guys because my job is to show you simple tips and strategies so you can overcome any health and wellness challenge, meaning you can maintain your wealth, you can maintain your wealth. Yes, because maintaining your wealth, you're not spending money where it doesn't need to go. You're buying stuff. This chicken here costs a lot less than when you go and get it already prepared. When you get stuff already prepared, you're going to pay for that. You're going to pay for that convenience. So take the convenience out, keep the money in your pocket, and start doing it yourself. It doesn't take that long. But our job is to help you to save your money when I show you simple tips and strategies so you can maintain your health. You can either lose the weight that you're trying to or have been trying to get off for a couple of months to a year, and actually put your family on track to having a healthier, long, prosperous life, because you are now eating healthier. You know what's going in your food. You know how it was prepared. A lot of times when we go do the convenient way, we don't know how it was prepared. Not only that, you don't even see the people making your food. So with all the stuff that's going on, not trying to freak anybody out, but for me and my house, I'm going to see how it's prepared. So if it's not being prepared in front of me, and even with that, where did you get the chicken from? How did you clean it? So that's the thing. When you get your chicken, clean the chicken, rinse it out, wash it off. Don't just take, because it's been sitting in blood. So rinse that crap off. Rinse it off on the front, rinse it out on the inside. Take the giblets out. If you want to cook with them, that's fine. We are now doing, I'm going to get something to wipe my hands with. We are now cutting down our segments to 20 minutes. So I think I've been talking about 3 minutes, 3 or 4 minutes. So we are getting right down to the meat of everything. So spatchcocking, this looks like scissors, but they're designed for your chicken or your turkey. You take the little this I don't even know what you call it, but it's the protector for your scissors that are designed specifically for your chicken or your turkey. And all you're doing is cutting the spine out. So that's it. You just gonna cut it. You can hear it cracking. Well, I know I can hear it cracking, but you just want to get that bad boy out, cut it. We're not using it. It's gonna give you a little tiny workout. And just go down the other side. Cut it off. And that's it. Then you're gonna flip it and you're gonna break it some more. Can y'all hear that? Because you want it nice and flat. You want to take these wings, fold them behind, because you want everything to be exposed. Now you can take some ghee, and that is it's butter, but it's better for your body, and you can stick it under there if you want, not necessary. And then you take your seasonings of choice and you season your chicken. You're gonna let it set in the refrigerator for 2 hours or overnight, and the longer the seasonings stay on your chicken or your turkey, the better it will taste. Now, I like the Emerald's essence. I don't have enough. As you can see, it's totally out. This is how much I use this stuff. I just threw on 1 oil. And the reason I like this one is because this one has all this stuff combined together. My job is to help you to make your life where it's simple and easy, and you want to do this. I'm not saying doing all this is a problem, but when I found an opportunity to locate the Emerald's essence, it has everything in it. Life is easy. You sprinkle everything you want on it and you let it set. But you can do what you got to do with the seasonings that you have in your house. I am not telling you to go out and buy anything extra, because you can make this yourself. All I'm doing, because I'm out, I got a little bit, I'll use it, is I've got some parsley, got some rosemary. I like the original Mrs. Dash. Old Bay is good. I got my minced onions, and then the Saison Tropical is good for your chicken, your poultry, period. It's seafood. So I'll use a little bit of this. And then the smoked paprika, I like it because it gives not only does it give the chicken flavor, but it makes it look pretty. Of course, your basic salt and pepper, and then a little bit of the truffle black garlic. That's it. That's all I'm going to use. And then I so enjoy the flavor of cilantro on my taste buds. So I'll be using that. So with that being said, let's get started. I am going to remove this. I'm going to get a bag to put this in. I don't know if you guys do this, but I don't throw the grocery bags away. I keep them. And this way, when you're in need of immediate trash, you can just take it and put your junk in it, wrap it up, throw it in your trash, and it keeps your house smelling fresh. Now, I wipe that off, but I hope you all know it needs to be cleaned thoroughly with soap and water, because you just cut chicken with it. All right? So it's not necessary to season the inside. You want to do all of this, like I said, because once you're done seasoning it, you can rinse it off again if you want to. I know some people are like, ew, I want to rinse it off. You can rinse it off. That's cool. And then you want to pat it dry. So I'm going to get some paper towels, a whole bunch of them. dry. And this is just gonna go in, because we're not cooking this tonight. You're gonna let it set for 2 hours, and then when you're done, I guarantee your family will like this process a lot better than the process of the baked chicken that can typically be dried out. So, so the paprika, however you want to say it, I have the smoked version, and I'm just gonna, that was a little too much on the leg. And literally, you're just seasoning your chicken. It doesn't matter the order that you're putting this in, because I hear somebody, oh, what's the order? It doesn't matter. Just don't overdo everything. We already use those two, so I just simply move them out the way. And then I go to the next one. And a lot of people are like, this don't make no sense. If you want to use, because you don't have to use any oil, you could use a little bit of the avocado oil, rub your chicken down. If you're that concerned that your seasoning is going to fall off, it really isn't. You could just do a little bit of that. Oh, I thought I had this one open. This is the parsley flakes. So I'm just going to get that bad boy in here. And I declare and decree in Jesus' name that this turns out perfect, excellent to my taste bud, my family's taste buds, and y'all's family's taste buds, because you need to start saving money and using your money in a different direction and spending it on already prepared meals. You know, you can have your family come in here and help you out. They're eating the stuff anyway. I'm putting on the Mediterranean rosemary. I like the smell. I like the taste. So I just put this on here. And depending on the flavor that you want is basically how I want a rustic flavor. So I'm using this rosemary because it gives you that rustic taste. And my family likes it. And then I do, like I told you, a little bit of Old Bay, because it's just good on all your seafood, all your chicken and turkey. And really, that's it. It's just not that hard. I'll do my little onions on here. And this bad boy, as I said, it is going to sit for 2 hours, no longer than 2 hours. No, the shortest amount of time is 2 hours. The max is overnight. That you get the maximum flavor, everything. This is my salt and pepper. You guys know, now I'm old school. I'm about to upgrade, reset, which is what we're talking about. You know, you used to do the one where, like I'm doing the shake, and then you got to this one where you grind. Now they have one where you hold this, press the button, and it's grinding for you. I'm upgrading to that one. And the reason I say that, because for some of you all that's working on getting the inflammation out of your body, something so simple as twisting this is very painful. And I'm taking out all the excuses for you not making your own food. And if you can start properly preparing your food at home, that'll help with the inflammation as well. And you can go, I don't know who had it, is Shop HQ or QVC, one of them, but you can probably go check on Bed Bath & Beyond, but it's the electronic salt and pepper shaker. You just hold it in your hand, boop, 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 and that's it. And then if you want to get a little fancy, it's the truffle. So I want to do fancy, so we're just going to do a little truffle on here, not a lot. This truffle tastes really good if you don't like popcorn. Instead of buying the fancy ones that's 100 calories, you can, it gets stuck in a little thing. You can monitor 2 cups of popcorn and then put a little bit of this on it, and it will satisfy your taste buds. And then last but not least, I told you all I like the taste of cilantro on my taste buds. And I'm literally just going to take the leaves and just lay them all over my chicken. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. I think I'm out of time. I gotta check. Y'all know I like to talk. And then pretty much you're seasoning your chicken to your family's likeness and your taste buds, you all's taste buds. The process of getting to this point is what I wanted to show you. Not necessarily how to season it, because you may be saying in your mind, I do not like any of the seasonings that she picked. But that does not mean the process stops because you don't like my seasoning. Use a seasoning of your choice. You got me? But I need you to get to the point, and y'all saw I took that off real quick and easy. These knives, you can get them anywhere. You can get them at the grocery store. I would suggest you don't, but if, for lack of excuse, get it from the grocery store. Anything that's not food, when you buy from the grocery store, they're gonna charge you more. That's just the point that I'm making. But you can go to these don't use these, they're not good. You need them nice and pretty and green. And that is a wrap. We are done. You let this sit in the oven. Wow, you let it sit in your refrigerator for 2 hours. That's the minimum, because you're basically marinating it with the spices on it, to an overnight process. And then you put it in your oven, 375, for like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, when your chicken is done. And I'm going to share something with you all. Some of you all might be saying, well, I get the chicken from even when you get the one that has the cute little pop-up on it, you're paying for that. When you could just set the temperature on your oven and get you the thermometer, stick it in there, and it reads for you. Instead of getting that one with the little pop-up, I know it's convenient, but keep in mind, when you are shopping for convenience, you're spending unnecessary money. Now, that's not taken away from your health when you buy the one that isn't seasoning, but they do also have the one with the little pop-up in it that is seasoned. But now, how long did it take me to season? It didn't take long. And I did it with all of these seasoning and the cilantro. Let's put these bad boys over here. All of these. So what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seasonings. Granted, you can do the emerald, but I was out. So I'm going to use my little bit of emerald on here. But you can use your emerald, and it has everything in it. So you don't have to do what I just did and feel like it's a possibility that you may have overdid something. You can't overdo this. Well, you can. Some people are heavy-handed. But you're just making sure everything is coated on your chicken or your turkey. And then you're going to let it set. This was the emerald. I told y'all everything else. Mrs. Dash. This was the parsley flakes. This one was Obey. I used my minced onions. I used the Saison. And then this one was the smoked paprika. And the Mediterranean rosemary. This is the truffle. Plain salt and pepper. You don't have regular table salt, it's fine. You can use the pink Himalayan salt. You can use the sea salt. You just don't want to overdo it. It's just basic seasoning. That's it. So with that being said, this puppy goes into the refrigerator for 2 hours. Well, 2 hours to overnight. And then we'll come back and I'll show you guys what it looks like after it's done cooking. All right, see you in a few minutes. We're going to take a quick break. Bye.